thanks for what you do with your podcast and all the rest. You're doing a great job. Hope everybody keeps tuning in. You get a lot of good info, a lot of insights, understandings of how to get strong, how to stay strong, how to use your strength.
You do a great job, dude. You make things better than they are in real life, I think.
If you don't follow Massenomics, y'all do it. Social media, website, everything.
Massenomics.
We are back, episode 520 of the Massenomics podcast, also known as episode 20 of season 2. We're here for a banger of an episode. We've got a laundry list of topics that we're going to go through on this rundown. First, to let you know who I am, in case this is your first episode ever, my name is Tanner.
And my name is Tommy.
This is episode 520, which numerically... I like to have this discussion every year. Numerically, you could make the case it would signify 10 years. I am going to finally concede that this is not actually 10 years, and that won't come for a couple of weeks from now.
I agree.
But just purely numerically, it's 10 years worth of weekly episodes that we're hitting this week. That's just not exactly the way it worked.
I'm not counting it yet.
Yeah. In a couple of weeks, we will have our first episode published 10 years ago in just a couple of weeks from now. We'll cover that when we get to. We're not there yet. But first, this week's episode is brought to you by our friends over at Barefoot Shoes. Check them out at barefoot.store. They've got the All-American Barefoot Boots. These things are sweet if you haven't checked them out. The Bruin is a rugged barefoot boot built for durability and natural movement, combining a wide natural shape and strong construction for dependable performance wherever you put it to work. That's the All-American Barefoot Boot. Another cool shoe that they've got that I think looks pretty sweet is the Ursus Gen 2 in Varsity Green with a white sole. This is a pretty sweet unit here. I like the high top Varsity Green with the white sole and white laces. You kind of got to see it. So go to barefoot.store, check this one out, check out the boot. If you purchase anything, which you absolutely should, then you got to use discount code Massenomics, and it'll save you 10% on anything you buy from them over at Barefoot. They're great.
This episode is also brought to you by Juggernaut AI. Juggernaut AI is the smartest program for you. Since 2009, Juggernaut has been your trusted training resource, helping tens of thousands of athletes reach their goals. From beginners to world champions, Juggernaut AI can help you. And here is how it works. First, you tell the system all about your goals from a competition standpoint, your history, everything about you. You're going to give it your background. And from there, it's going to create an individualized program made specifically for you and your goals. And then once that program is built, you're going to check in with the app before every workout, after every set, and at the end of every workout. And from there, it is going to regulate and create the best program and give you the best training stimulus for any given day and make sure that you are properly recovered before and after going into every training session. I've used Juggernaut AI for several years now. I've used it to hit some lifetime PRs. I highly recommend it. And if you want to get on Juggernaut AI, head on over to their website, juggernautai.app, and use code Massenomics, and you can save 10% on the lifetime of your membership. Juggernautai.app, code Massenomics will save you 10%. Thank you, Juggernaut AI.
Episode 520. We saved some special ones for episode 520. First of all, I would say our most recent drop was today, the day of recording this. We had come out with the gray joggers with the Massenomics logo down the one pant leg. We came out with the Icon tee, resurrected from deep in the vault. People thought that thing was dead, and we said, nah, it's back.
I think a lot of people didn't know it was a thing, to be honest. It's been so long.
I think most people that purchasing it don't even know that it ever was a shirt before, I would assume, because it's been many, many years since we've had that.
I think the last one when I pulled it was 2001 or 2021, I think, like early 21.
Yeah, I think that was the blue color. Prior to that, it was on a gray, but those two were kind of in succession right after another.
Yes.
This is the burnt orange. I don't know. That's not the technical color, but that's what everyone's referring to it as, because that's certainly what it looks like, is the burnt orange comfort colors. And then we also came out with the Raw Power on the Bella Canvas Athletic Fit tee. And I said, boy, for all you people that keep saying you want us to do a tee not on Comfort Colors again, you better prove to us by actually buying it. And the results are in. They did.
They
did buy it. Yeah, they did buy it. And to that point, everyone bought everything.
It's not exclusive to the Raw Power shirt here.
So while we're sitting here, almost every size of all three of those items are completely gone from it dropping about 5 hours ago. It was arguably one of our most successful drops that we have ever done.
Yeah, we essentially sold out of 2 t-shirts and sweatpants in a couple hours.
Yeah.
Full orders, which is crazy.
And there has been a trend over the last 6 months that everything we dropped is just selling a lot more than it. I mean, the peek behind the Massenomics meat curtain, which we like to do sometimes, is almost everything, the merchandise like that is just selling faster. Like drops are way more successful than they used to be. Almost every time.
We talked about our expectations for this drop beforehand, and boy, were we wrong.
We were like half. We were
excited if this was half of what we thought it would have been. We're like, that'd be a good day, and it's nuts.
Yeah. So thank you to everyone that's purchasing items and purchasing the stuff that we're making when we come out with the new t-shirts, all that stuff, because we are noticing it. It is working. And the tricky part is we've done certain quantities of particular garments for a very long time because we just kind of know how that works and that it works. And we even talked today, like, should we be ordering more of some things? And the easy answer is yes, we should be ordering more of some things, but it's really hard to know what those things are because sometimes, 1 out of 4 isn't going to sell as well. And if we doubled that order, what's going to happen then is we're going to end up with like a 3-year supply of that particular item. Not that we want to come out with anything that we think isn't going to sell, but therein lies the problem, is that everything we come out with, we've vetted it, at least amongst the two of us, to the point that we think it is going to be successful. Mm-hmm. But we also know that not everything is going to be successful. So if we up the quantities
and
by
we
a
just
certain
assume
percentage,
nothing will ever be successful.
So it also would beg the question. It's like, no, we'll just, the ones that we know are going to be really good, we're going to up the quantities. And then I'm like, why aren't we even making the other ones then? If we're like, no, this one's not going to sell well, like we'll order less of this one. Mm-hmm. So it's kind of goes across the board if you increase the quantity, but there is a risk associated with that. There is kind of a financial risk, which is one thing, but it's also more so just like damn it, now we have a ton of these forever to try and we just have to stare at these for 3 years now because we can't sell them.
Yeah. So until then, everyone just has to realize that apparently things will just sell out in 3 hours and you won't get your t-shirt if you don't buy it in the first day.
That is kind of a rule at this point. If we come out with something, this didn't used to be true, but it is true today. If we come out with something, you kind of have to buy it the day that it comes out.
And if you want your size, you might have to buy it within the first hour.
That's true. And, some people don't like that, I'm sure, but it's just kind of like, it goes back to my earlier point where it's still tricky for us to just greatly increase the quantities because it doesn't always go that way yet. It is trending that way, which is good, but it's still riskier for us to really increase those.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So that's the merchandise update.
Yep. You snooze, you lose.
What are you drinking over there this week, Tommy?
I am a thirsty boy. Waterloo Raspberry Nectarine. I cannot remember. Have I had this one?
What's it look like?
I've been on this Waterloo kick lately, and I can never remember the names of any of their flavors here.
What'd you say that is?
It has a raspberry on
nectarine?
it and a nectarine on it.
Okay. Nectarine, the ugly red-headed cousin of the peach.
Not a bad sparkling water. Real solid 3 to 3.5.
Have you ever had this little number over here? It's called a LaCroix. because I'm old school the way we used to be
Yeah.
when we were proper.
Mhm.
It's a LaCroix strawberry peach.
Oh, no, I have not.
No nectarines here.
That sounds pretty good. I feel like I got the B tier of what yours is trying to be.
Yeah, what was yours? Raspberry,
Raspberry
nectarine.
nectarine. It's like,
We're gonna take the
you
A-list
like
fruits
peaches?
and go strawberry
Yeah, how about
peach.
nectarines? You're like, well, it's close. And then you like strawberries? Yeah. How about raspberries? Yeah, it's close.
Yeah. I had a little game in mind, and maybe now would be the perfect time to play it.
Oh, a game.
I would
right
assume
off the
we've
bat?
beat around this bush before, but I wonder if we should just attack it head on and really, really make some hard choices here.
Mhm. I
It's
like
a
it.
Mount Rushmore game.
Oh.
Which you might be familiar with Mount Rushmore. You've maybe been there before.
I believe I've been there. I was just in such a drunken stupor. I'm not sure I remember, but joking.
Episode 500 was a wild time. If you haven't listened to episode 500, if this is your first ever episode of the podcast, though, you'll want to go check out episode 500. It was live from Mount Rushmore, and it was pretty fun.
Mhm.
So go check that out. But we have this game called Mount Rushmore where we pick the best 4 of something, or I guess it wouldn't have to be best by definition. I don't know if it's the 4 best presidents that
Could
are
be
on
the
Mount
4
Rushmore.
most
But,
noteworthy.
Right.
That's the thing with your Mount Rushmore. You can decide how you're awarding it.
right. So what I'm thinking today is we do the Mount Rushmore of sparkling water brands,
Ah,
not flavors,
yeah.
brands.
Well,
What 4 brands are going to make it on the Mount Rushmore of sparkling waters?
I think the first one, it's pretty easy.
It's LaCroix.
LaCroix is the George Washington of the.
Yeah, LaCroix is the obvious choice goes on there.
Asking me to assign a brand to a president after that's going to be significantly harder, but LaCroix is the George
Right.
Washington in this case.
For sure.
After that, things get a little trickier. I think part of the issue is some of these are somewhat regional, the sparkling waters,
Right.
the polar selection out on the East Coast is a way different game than the polar selection around here,
Right. Right.
which does play into it a little bit.
I think Waterloo's got to be on the Mount Rushmore.
Yeah, I mean,
honestly.
I think Waterloo is up there. The thing I have a question about is Waterloo everywhere? Oh yeah, it's distributed out of Texas. Okay,
Yeah.
so Waterloo should be around. I think Waterloo goes up there for sure because their flavors are just a little more bold in general.
Yeah, they got bold flavors. So we got Waterloo and LaCroix so far.
Okay,
Polar's in the discussion.
I don't know if you put Topo Chico in the discussion. I don't know if they have enough
It's worth
flavors.
it's worth at least just throwing it out there as an option.
It is worth throwing it out there as an option.
What about bubbly?
Yeah, that's definitely part of the discussion.
It's always in Walmart and all the, it's in every Walmart and Target and everything like that.
Very widely available. You got that right. I feel like there's one other brand we're missing out
Well, you could
on
also
here.
say Liquid Death.
Yeah, they almost feel too new, though. You know what I'm saying?
That's what they said about Teddy Roosevelt at the time.
Good point. Good point. And look what he
That's
did.
what everyone said about Teddy Roosevelt. I don't think they said that.
No, they definitely said that. Okay, I got what?
What does Lauren send us from down in
Ramblers.
Texas? Rambler
Well-
is one of the most delicious.
It is, but that one's just so hard to get. I don't know if it can go
Yeah.
on there. Spindrift is fairly popular too. You know what I used to get a lot of? I just had to look up brands because I can't even think of any right now. The Ahas used to get a lot of those,
Yeah.
but I haven't had many of those lately. Pellegrino, Perrier, like those ones don't do it for me. They're not.
No, that stuff's shit.
I think it's I think your LaCroix, Waterloo, Polar, and Bubbly. That feels like a pretty good list right there.
Yeah. I kind of agree with that. One of my favorites is the Rambler, but that's really just not nationally distributed like we would need it to be.
Yeah, it needs to be more available.
I really liked Ugly when it was still in business, but I don't think we can choose ones that completely went out of business. So yeah, I think that's fair. LaCroix, Waterloo, Polar,
Bubbly.
and Bubbly. Yeah,
Honorable mention.
that's the definitive list.
Yeah, honorable mention. Liquid Death, Ahas, Spindrift, Rambler. Never forget.
All that other bullshit. So that's our Mount Rushmore for episode 520.
That's a good one.
Okay. What else do we got on the list? I saw some pop culture stuff in here.
Okay, Tanner. Big movie. Okay. Are you going to go to the Project Hail Mary movie?
Definitely want to.
I plan on going to it within the next week. I'm hoping I'm going to make my wife go to it with me. She is not a sci-fi movie person, so we'll see how she does with it. But I'm going to try and make her go before the next podcast episode so that we can hopefully report back.
Follow up. Yeah.
Would help if I knew when we're going to record the next episode. Give me a little more time to plan. But I'm going to see if I can make it happen. Get some follow up there.
Everything that I've heard, everyone really likes it.
Seems to be rated pretty highly, actually. So I'm
very excited to see that movie too. Like I'm more excited to see that movie than I don't know any movie in the last.
This will be the first time that I read a book that is relevant, and then the movie came out.
Me
you
too.
know? I mean, I guess I read Lord of the Rings before the movie came out, but that's a little different. That book was around forever. You know, like everyone knew it was a big deal.
That book was around for like 100 years.
Maybe 200 even. No one even knows it's so old.
I think it was written in the 30s or the 40s.
Well, yeah, but the movies came out, what, in 2000?
Something like that. Yeah, so it was around
like
for 60 or 70
yeah.
years.
Yeah.
Which is
quite a
long
while,
time.
actually. Yeah.
And I'm curious. I have no idea what the answer to this is. Were those books even popular when they were written?
Oh, yeah.
New?
Oh, new. Oh, that's a good question,
like, were they
actually.
popular?
Yeah, did it take
in
10,
the 40s
15,
and
20
50s?
years to catch on?
Right.
Yeah. When did those...
Because it seems like that's the way that goes a lot of times.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, were the people of the Depression really... Okay,
Well, yeah.
When did they actually... When...
I'm mostly speculating on that date.
Oh, the 50s. Okay, that's a little different.
So they were all written in the 50s?
Well...
And how many books were there? I know that the movie is a trilogy, but...
Yeah, this just says the three... Oh. Come on, AI overview. Give me a quick answer here. I don't know when it just says 1954. I can't get you answers on all of it, but it does say that they were released as a box set in 1957. So presumably they were all released in quick succession.
Okay.
But
is that what people do with books like that? Like when they release a series of books like that, isn't it? Aren't people always? I never do this, so I don't know. But aren't people always like waiting for the author to write the next one? Isn't that a thing?
It's kind of. It seems like it. Yeah. I mean, talk to the Game of Thrones people.
Right. Yeah, that sort of thing. But in the 50s, maybe book writing culture was a little different too.
Life moved at a different pace then. You could just sit and write books all day.
So it was 50 years old.
Which is still pretty old.
Yeah, right.
But, all right, my point was.
Yeah, what was it? What were we talking about even?
The Oscars is what I'm trying to say here.
Yes.
Big movie guy, the Oscars. Did you catch any of the movies that won awards, Tanner?
I have never watched any of the Oscars.
So this
nor
was
outside
the
of
year
the
you were jumping in.
Massenomics podcast ever would I even ever really be able to tell you what won Oscars, unless there's something that's really into pop culture, like I know something. I know maybe it was K-pop Demon Hunters won something.
Probably did actually. And to be honest, I didn't even really pay much attention to any of these other things or any of the winners because I was busy.
Yeah.
So, I have watched the Oscars in the past. I like seeing what people are doing. You know, it's always, it might be movies that you might suck and might not like, but at the end of the day, they're at least noteworthy movies. They usually did something unique in them. But the winner for Best Picture, let me give you the nominee. Okay, so you did not hear who won Best Picture?
I don't think so. Maybe you'll say it and I...
All right, let me give you the nominees.
Is it a
here.
movie I know?
I don't know.
Or not?
You might.
It's so often like not even a movie. They're like, when they say it, I'm like, I've never heard of it.
Yeah, here, let me give you these nominees here. Okay, we're going to go, where we go? Sentimental Value, never heard of it.
Never heard of it.
Frankenstein, never heard of it.
I've heard of the word Frankenstein.
I mean, I shouldn't say I never heard of Frankenstein. Never heard of what I'm assuming is a new movie called Frankenstein, not the original one from the 30s or whatever it was. The F1 movie. We've talked about on this podcast. That was up.
Right.
Marty Supreme.
Who starred in that?
Brad Pitt was in that.
Okay, yep.
Marty Supreme. Did we talk about this on the podcast, or did I just tell you about it one time?
I don't remember.
Okay, Marty Supreme. It's about a ping pong player.
Oh, I remember you saying that. That could have been on the podcast.
Maybe.
I forgot the name of it already, obviously.
The Secret Agent.
Never heard of that.
Hamnet.
Never heard of it.
Sinners.
Don't know it.
Train Dreams.
Never heard of it.
Begonia.
Never heard of it.
And One Battle After Another.
I don't think I've heard of that, although the movie title sounds like the same movie title as 400 other movies.
I heard, actually, so on this list, I did see this year, I did see the F1 movie. I saw Marty Supreme. I saw One Battle After Another. I really wanted to see Sinners because I've heard people talking about it so much, but I never saw it. So I had heard of 4 of the movies on the list. I'd watched 3 of them. The winner is, any guesses?
I have absolutely no idea.
One Battle After Another, which has Leonardo DiCaprio in it. And it's directed by Paul Thomas Anderson. I am a Paul Thomas Anderson fan. There Will Be Blood, Boogie Nights, some of my favorite movies. They're really well done. And it was actually a few weeks ago, my wife said, we're watching One Battle After Another. Let's go watch this. It was the first time we had sat down and watched a movie in our house. Those other movies I saw in the theater. This one we actually rented.
So what was it on? Oh, you had to pay
on.
Or something.
Oh, no. We had HBO. Sorry, it was on HBO. We watched it on HBO. And watched it. I enjoyed it. I thought it was a very entertaining movie, a good movie. And won Best Picture. So I was kind of surprised, but I can definitely see how it would be a front runner,
a contender.
Yeah. And that's my Oscar recap.
I've never heard of any of those movies, but if you told me what movies, like if you're like, Tanner, what movies do you think out of 2025 should have been in the Oscars? I'd be like, actually, I don't know. I don't know any movies from the last year. What would have been the children's movies that came out in the last year?
See, that's one. Definitely pay more attention on that. I'm more up on that.
Like Lilo and Stitch.
See, I am not a fan of the Disney live action. Actually, any kids live action movie, because the thing with animated is you can take grotesque, weird, disgusting, not cute things and make them cute and cuddly and charming and adorable, and all of a sudden you make them real and they're actually disgusting and grotesque, and it kind of ruins the whole illusion of what animation does.
Yeah.
And like Lilo and Stitch in the actual movie, the alien guys are they're animated, but they're creepy and weird, and it's like, well, they're cartoons.
Yeah.
In this, you watch it and you're like, oh, these are these grotesque, disgusting figures that are playing as aliens trying to capture these guys. Like, this is weird seeing them in here. And I mean, that same thing applies to all these Disney, like when I see the Lion King live action or the Jungle Book live action or the Little Mermaid live action, like, nah, the live action thing just ruins it for me. I can't do any of those movies.
It is also just completely recycling the...
Oh, well, I mean, on top of that, yeah, there's no originality. Well, I mean, yeah, they have to make the graphics and everything, but it's still that as far as the actual story goes, yeah, there's no originality in that part of it.
Yes. Any other notable Oscar?
No, because I didn't see anything else. I had no idea what won anything else. I think F1 might have won something for best sound effects or something like that.
But didn't you say you didn't think it was very good though?
Oh, as an F1 fan, as a fan of the actual sport of F1, I couldn't stand the movie. My wife was checked out. She was looking on her phone. She's like, "No, I'm done with this movie. It's too stupid. It's the whole cliche sports thing of, hey, all the experts are together and we suck, but let's bring in the old washed up guy and he's going to tell us everything we're doing wrong. Like all, these engineering geniuses can't figure it out, but the guy that hasn't driven a car for 20 years can be like, oh yeah, you're doing this wrong. And like, oh man, how do we not think of that? And that's where I just can't. I don't. That's not how it works.
That guy was Brad Pitt.
Yeah, that guy's Brad Pitt. Yes.
Well, that makes sense.
Oh yeah, I mean, it's Brad Pitt. He could do anything.
Yeah. I would like to see that movie.
I mean, it's cool from a special effects and all that. Like, it's cool, but
And I'd probably like to see the Leonardo DiCaprio movie because, I don't know, most of the movies he's in are pretty good.
Yeah, he's pretty good. Like in this one, he's kind of this paranoid stoner that's, they're kind of on the run in hiding from these people in the government. And I mean, it's kind of the dark comedy thing.
Yeah. Okay. How about, is it time for supporting our supporting members? Do we want to do that yet? Or do we got one other thing first?
No, we might as well get to that.
Okay. Supporting our supporting members, relatively new segment of the past podcast, just the 20th time that we're doing it here in season 2 of the podcast. What we do is we try to give back to those that support us. So if you become a supporting member, this is one of the perks that you get, is you could get a shout out if you're doing something interesting, cool, noteworthy, competing, that sort of thing. We'll like to highlight it here on the show. Also, other perks that you get, you can listen to our pre-show. It's the show before the show. It's unrecorded, uncut, unfiltered. The only way you get to listen to that is if you're a supporting member. The only way you get to listen along live to the podcast is if you're a supporting member, and then multiple other things. But if you're thinking about signing up, now is the time to sign up, because we've teased it a little bit, but soon we have a mailer that's going out to everyone that's a supporting member. If you're signed up prior to the line that we place in the sand, you will get in on the mailer. If you sign up after that line in the sand, we're not going to send it to you. So what you want to do is sign up prior to the line in the sand, which is going to be coming soon. It's not officially yet, but just as a heads up, I would just get signed up now so you make it in plenty of time. This week's supporting members that we want to highlight: Big Matt Cesny competed in a single ply bench only meet, and he bombed out.
This is how the game goes sometimes.
A for effort, at least for Big Matt. A for effort. If it was easy, everyone would do it.
Exactly.
Big Jessica Bittner at Canadian Nationals Powerlifting got first place with a 561 kilogram total and a 218.5 national record squat.
Still got it.
Still got it. Big John, also at CANPL National Championships, got second place in the 163-pound M1 division.
Oh, yeah. We're all about that M1 division here.
Yes, sir. Big Matt in a hat competed in his first strongman meet. It was King and Queen of the Throne. In the Masters lightweight division, he came in last or second place, depending on how you look at it.
Ah, I like that.
A little glass half full kind of guy says second place. Glass half empty might say last. Glass half full, second. Big Matt C came in second place at his powerlifting meet. They ran out of second place medals, so they gave him a third place medal.
it's like,
so he got third out of 2 people in his class.
I'm not sure how to look at that one.
Depending on if you're glass half full, glass half
Managed to do somehow worse. Like.
He got worse than last. Big Scavone was at the Iowa State powerlifting meet where he went 8 for 9 and hit a PR on every single lift for a 12:23 total.
Oh, hell yeah.
Doesn't really get better than a PR in every single lift, does it?
No, it does not.
Big Brian, not that Brian, accepted into Informatics Masters program.
Oh, don't even know what that is, but it sounds important.
It's so important that neither of us even know what informatics is.
Well, wait, was that up for an Oscar this year? Because I've never heard of it.
Big Jose, no way, was at IPF Mexico Nationals, where he went 7 for 9 and got 5th place overall in the 93 kilogram weight class.
Man, who does this guy think he is?
No way.
No way, man.
Big Brandon, Big Kurt, Big Spitzy Pisa, and Big Tom were this week's guests on Unpaid and Underrated. You can go give that a listen. It's a separate podcast. We call it our Bratty Little Sister podcast. They record an episode every week that features supporting members of Massenomics. Go give it a listen.
I heard the rumor is that's already like being known as the Dream Team podcast rotation there.
Oh, that's the Dream Team.
So that's what people on the internet are saying, at least.
Wonder which one of them is Christian Leitner.
And who the Isaiah Thomas is.
Who got left out?
Yeah. Who was snubbed.
Yeah. I think Christian Leitner's coming to Western Northeast South Dakota here
I
sometime
think
soon.
I saw that actually online somewhere. Yeah.
He was on the dream team. He was on the greatest basketball team of all time. Sort of as a joke in comparison to everyone else on the team, but he was still on there.
That's all that counts.
Yeah. Better not say too much just in case we have him on the podcast.
Really eat these words later.
We're like, oh, Christian Leitner. We're big fans.
How many teams have you made, buddy?
Okay. Do we want to do a certified training facility of the week? I mean, I know we do.
I really
want
to do a certified training facility of the week.
Have you been looking around this map on Gym Radar? Has anything popped up to you?
So that's the problem is I have been looking around the map and everything is so good that trying to narrow it down is a real.
That's the story over at gymradar.com. Everything is so good.
And some of these places I look at, I think, God, this place looks so good. And then I realize we've actually done them before, but they've updated their photos and it's changed so much.
Yeah.
I don't know. What do you think?
The world's our oyster. That's what I think at Gym Radar.
Oh, I could just click around in here all day. Okay. How about... My goodness. Nope, already did that. Thought I had one. We've already done that one, though. Okay, we're going to do this. I don't think we've done this one yet. I'm looking at a little place called South Shore Strength. It's just to the east of Chicago.
South Shore Strength, Big Chris. I can already see he's got some cool flooring in here.
Yeah. So, all right. South Shore Strength. South Shore Strength. We are in a basement here. And it's got the basement. It's got the Midwest basement vibes down perfectly, I'd say, on initial inspection. I'm looking at photo one. We have 17 photos here. So we're not going to get through all of them because that'd take some time here. But the first photo, checking it out. Okay, we got a very eclectic collection of flooring. Looks like you got some tile of some sort. There's a deadlift platform. There's horse stall mats. There's maybe something else too. There's some wood, I guess, in the deadlift platform. So you got a variety of flooring textures you're working with here.
Yeah.
Right off the bat.
Yeah.
There's looking at the setup though, we got a deadlift jack. What deadlift jack is that, Tanner? The Titan one?
Probably the Titan one, it looks like to me.
It does look like it, yeah. We got a rack back there. I'm not sure what rack. What rack is that, Tanner?
That rack is a T3 Series Titan Fitness Power Rack.
Mm-hmm. Okay, that's just a workhorse right there for you.
Yep.
I'm actually going to switch it to photo 2 just so I can look around a little better here. Photo 2. They are really putting out the vibes here.
Yes.
You know, that's probably what's missing from Gym Radar is not enough people are doing posed photos in their gym, actually.
Like cover photos.
We got like the B-boy. They got the matching tracksuits on with the boom box.
A sick ghetto blaster, I guess, for lack of a better word.
You know, I think that's what more people should have on their gym profile is a photo of them posing in their gym because this goes pretty hard when I look at this thing.
I already can tell by looking that's got to be a Texas squat bar in the rack too, so I know these guys know what's up.
Photo 3. All right, we got some barbells on the wall here, Tanner. I'm going to need you to provide me barbell support, but I see an EliteFTS SS yoke bar. I think I see some type of fringe Midas bar of some sort. I see one with some gold sleeves on it.
Yeah, they got the Easy Curl Midas bar from Fringe. They've got the 29 millimeter Texas Power Bar, the EliteFTS Cambered All-American Bar, the Yoke Bar, like you said. He's got the Texas Squat Bar, Texas Deadlift Bar. He's got an Old York Bar, and he's got the Kabuki Duffalo Bar.
Nice. That's a good collection of bars right there.
Yeah, for sure.
We got of course, our certified training facility flag. Then we got a couple racks of dumbbells. We got, looks like competition style kettlebells there, some slam balls, there's some luchador wrestling masks on the rack too. You
Yes.
see those?
On the top corners of the rack.
I like
Yes,
that
I
as
do
a
like
decoration. That's good. That's good.
those. Yes.
Okay, looking at the kettlebells. Oh, also we got a Live Large fan here. I've seen a few Live Large banners, and they have the Let It Rip Live Large pre-workout bottles. Not a lot of that around anymore. Remember when Nick gave us
No.
samples of that at the Arnold?
Right.
He just let us take some. He just gave us a bunch, I think.
Right. Yeah, this South Shore Strength, I do now that I see his camo dog sticker, I'm like, I definitely have that sticker too.
Yeah. It's hard to remember all the stickers
You gotta keep going on the pictures. There's more of
of them posing.
yeah.
Actually, multiple of them. Yeah, then we got photos of them posing with their ski masks on, lifting with their masks on. Yeah, and then we got then we'll just round it out. There's an attachment wall. What do we got? Are those some variation of the Meg grips,
Meg
or is the
grips.
Amazon?
Got those EliteFTS grenade grips on there.
A little arm blaster, some tricep V push down bar things. Is there do they got a mammoth belt squat or some type of arm or something here? I just see it from the
mammoth
corner of this, but I can't quite tell from what. Also, I think they have some type of lat pull down machine. Yeah.
Oh, they do have the mammoth fringe belt squat. That is
Okay.
what that
Yeah.
is.
So that is there. Yeah. Then there is a.
Yeah,
lat
they have a body solid lat pull down machine.
Well, it makes sense. You know where Body Solid's out of?
Chicago.
I believe so.
Okay, I get it now.
And the Titan Reverse Hyper is tucked back in the corner there too. Man, there's just more stuff. The more I look.
Yep.
And a foosball table.
Is that foosball?
I think so.
Oh, I thought it was air hockey at first. Yeah, that looks like foosball.
So you can have fun even when you're not working out down in this basement.
At South Shore Strength, the 500 square foot basement training facility. We've seen a lot of it. We analyzed the equipment. Probably the most important thing, though, is, Tommy, do you think you could get strong there?
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, we're getting strong in South Shore Strength Gym, wearing luchadora mask and posing with the jukeboxes or with the
boombox
tape decks. Yeah, the boom boxes. Have you ever bought a tape? You know, some people put things out on tape.
A
again
cassette?
now. Yeah, a cassette tape.
I don't think I've ever actually bought a cassette in my adult life. You know, I've bought a lot of CDs over the years. Not recently,
Right.
but there's a while.
We grew up we were really the heart and soul of the CD era.
Actually, the closest thing I ever got to a cassette was I had the cassette adapter that you would put in your cassette player in your
Right.
car so that then you could
As
plug in
one
your
did.
CD player.
Yes, everyone had that.
Well, yeah, that was the way to listen to music back in the day.
I had cassettes, played cassettes, but I wasn't old enough yet to purchase cassettes. By the time I was purchasing something, it was CDs.
Mm-hmm.
But we definitely played cassettes when I was little.
I think we had an Alvin and the Chipmunks cassette, if I remember, when I was young.
Okay.
You know, we had one of those.
That sounds like exactly like a cassette someone would have, honestly.
Yeah. You know, you'd put on that radio that was mounted underneath the kitchen cabinet.
Yeah.
Did you have one of those
Yeah.
things? It'd be like a radio cassette player there, and you could, that's really all I remember about our cassette.
How many songs could fit on a cassette?
That's a good question. There can't be many. You know, some people still do release cassettes now, though.
No, I know. That's what I like. That's kind of sort of popular again, too. I can sort of see the appeal to it.
This says 7 to 10 songs per side. Well, it depends if you have a 60-minute tape or a 90-minute tape.
Okay.
So yeah.
About the same as a record in the ballpark. Yeah.
Yeah, 30 to 45 minutes per side, roughly.
Okay. Cassettes, watch out. Could be on the comeback.
We're bringing it
Cassettes
back.
very hot right now with the cassettes. You know what else is very hot right now? I noticed the American Press bar that they had there from EliteFTS and South Shore Barbell.
Ooh.
And perfect timing. EliteFTS is actually our newest sponsor of the Massenomics podcast. You can purchase something from EliteFTS and use discount code MASS10, whether you want to get that bar we talked about, whether you just want their toilet paper, which I the toilet paper comes highly recommended for me. We haven't not had EliteFTS toilet paper in the gym for probably 6 months to 12 months even at this point. It is our one supplier of toilet paper.
It's a real workhorse, you could say.
Yeah. Gonna be real nervous.
I was in the gym last night, and I can say someone was using that stuff because there was a stank in those walls.
Yeah, we were in the gym last night getting some photos and a little bit of video, and we had been in there for like an hour, and nobody else had been in the gym.
First, I went in. I got there at like 9 on the dot, and I'd driven in that night. You know, it was 3 hours in the car. I had to pee, so I go in the bathroom right away, and I thought, man, it stinks in here, but there's no one here, so someone must have just left. Was my thought. And I'm like, okay, yeah, it's a gym bathroom. It's gonna stink. Okay, and so we leave. You and I are messing around, making photos, videos, doing stuff for an hour. Over an hour, I think. It's 10:15. We go back in there when we're doing a dumb clip with the EliteFTS toilet paper, and it still smelled the same. And at this point, an hour and 15 minutes have gone by. Makes you wonder, how long had it actually smelled like that in there for? 3 hours? 4 hours? Just permanently? I don't know.
Well, because we went in there and I'm like, God, it smells like shit in here. And it like smelled bad.
It still smelled fresh.
I thought there was going to be a turd in the toilet.
I know, but everything was clean is the crazy part.
So what's that smell coming from? It's just permeated in the air?
I don't know.
And like doesn't disperse for hours?
It's just stuck in the paint. It's not like there's a lot of soft surfaces for the smell to be stuck in. It's not like there's bedding and towels everywhere. It's just there's a tile floor and hard walls, but somehow the smell is just lingering
for a really long time. Yeah. So check out EliteFTS.com. Use discount code MASS10.
You too can get toilet paper that goes good in smelly bathrooms.
Yes.
Love talking about stinky bathrooms. This episode is also brought to you by Build Fast Formula. Build Fast Formula. It's just what works. Level up your life with innovative and clinically dosed and research-backed supplements. Right now, if you head on over to buildfastformula.com, you can check out their VasoBlitz. It's their dual nitric oxide support supplement. They also got their Full Blitz formula, their fully loaded pre-workout. They got 80-20 protein. It's that mix of 80-20 casein whey protein. Nature's Blend. Comes in a variety of delicious flavors. I've tried them all. They mix great. They taste great. Highly recommend the protein. They also got Blitz 3D, which combines their VasoBlitz with their Full Blitz formulas for a pretty crazy pre-workout if you think you're ready to handle that. And, they also got their creatine, their glycohack, drink hack, a few other little goodies on there. But if you want to save 10% on your next order, go to Build Fast Formula and use code Massenomics. Get you 10% off. Thank you, Build Fast Formula.
Thanks, Build Fast. Okay, should we kick off the live listeners?
Oh, God, they're still here?
Really get down to business. We can really jump into things now that we get rid of them.
Yep.
I wonder if we should, as you do that too, do we jump into a radar report at some point in time too?
Yeah, we should, but I got to think about that some more unless you have something in mind. Well, we could. Well, did we talk about the number of reviews?
No, I don't think so, because I don't think that was official as of the last episode. So I think that's probably pretty worthy.
Always so many things going on. It's hard to keep up with what we've said and
hard
where
to
we've said it.
Yeah, exactly. So
yeah, that's the official radar report then.
You're getting those kicked off. While you do that, I'll get some radar report entrance.
Hit it.
So let's really feel the theme here of the radar report.
Ladies and gentlemen, can I please have your attention?
Red alert. Oh, that puts me in the mood for some radar reports.
I love it when Will Ferrell pauses for dramatic effect before the song kicks in.
Was he pausing or are the radar love guys pausing?
That's true. They're in cahoots. So this is the radar report, our weekly segment where we run down something that's going on Gym Radar. And
GymRadar.com,
yeah.
the finest website for home gym owners in all of the land.
And what is our radar report for the week?
Well, I'm just calculating the totals here to give people the most up-to-date stats. Oh my God, this number's out of control. All right, radar report, here it is. The total number of reviews on Gym Radar, 10,590 reviews are live. There's a good chance by the time you're actually listening to this, that number's probably past 11,000. Crazy number. Like crazy. No, that's so many reviews.
That's a lot of reviews. That is a lot. And it just keeps ticking up all the time.
Wow.
There's other numbers that are growing. I can see one number will be exciting to be on the radar report next week by the time we record.
Mm-hmm.
And then probably the week after that, I can see another exciting one that we're going to be hitting some milestones. I would say there's still probably almost 200 certified training facilities that have not gotten onto Gym Radar yet. So we have a huge number of people that have gotten on here, a ton of gyms that also aren't even certified training facilities that are available on the site now and published that you can check out. But I think that there's probably close to 200 certified training facilities that you signed up to be certified prior to Gym Radar existing, and then you haven't actually gotten on Gym Radar yet. So come get on Gym Radar. You already have paid for the premium membership where you get every single feature available. And we just want to check out your cool gym on Gym Radar. It gives us a chance that we might get to pick it as the certified training facility of the week. Everyone else will get to see the cool things that you got going on in your gym. You can start leaving reviews, the stuff that Gym Radar is about. Anything else major in Gym Radar news at this point? That review number was exciting. We're working on a bunch of stuff behind the scenes all the time.
We do have some, like always, some very exciting ideas for how we can keep the site engaging and fun and interesting for new and existing users. So we're just paying attention to everything that's going on and coming up with some new ideas based off of what's taking place. And I think people are going to be excited once we get these implemented.
I think very soon we're going to have technical guy Nate on the podcast, and we're going to talk even more about Gym Radar, obviously, when that day comes.
Give me the 1 month recap, maybe.
Yes. Be on the lookout for that coming soon. We haven't officially decided what the title topic is for this week's episode. There's a couple things here. One thing is I got some new equipment. Some of that's been showing up, so we could talk about that, or we could delay that for months, depending on how long we want to tease people on the new equipment. But the other thing is, I wrote this down in here. The topic that all I wrote down was Gym Equalizer.
Yeah, what
is
this?
I'd written this down a while ago, and it became, I thought of it not related to this, but as I watched this week's YouTube video, which was with Gunnar Peterson, it really highlighted this very same concept to me. And I watched the full Gunnar Peterson video just here last night. Also, I got to say, that gym tour was so cool. We recorded that quite a while ago now, so it was really a refresher to me to see it. And it was so much fun. Like, if you watch that, I'm like, this was great. Like, there was no part of this that wasn't fun.
That was a really good one. And like you said, it had been, when was it, October? I think October or early November when we recorded that thing.
Yeah, must have been somewhere in there. Yeah.
So like 4 months ago, that's almost the longest we've ever sat on a tour.
Right.
And so when I was editing it, it was actually like watching it back for the first time. I've forgotten so much about it. And that gym tour is awesome. It was really good, super entertaining. We talked about maybe 1/50th of what was in there, really. And it was still a 45-minute gym tour. It would be just an 8-hour tour if you actually went through all the stuff.
Like, there was other outbuildings that I even pointed it to the one point, and we went in there later, And I'm like, is that full of gym equipment? And he's like, you don't want to know.
Don't wanna
and
know.
it was completely full of gym equipment. And it was bigger than a gym, bigger than most, as big as a commercial gym, just like
Trailers.
packed with unused gym equipment.
Trailers, tents, all of these
Yeah.
just things holding equipment.
And every kind of crazy piece of a gym equipment that you could think of, he has.
Oh, and even things you couldn't think of, just things we've never seen before were in there.
Yeah. Like I forgot about that one thing I was using at the beginning that you like throw and push.
So what was the Power Netic or something like that?
Yeah, something like, and I like how it has, he's like, oh, we can't get a hold of the guys. And I'm like, well, the phone number's right there. He's like, we tried calling them.
Trust me, we've called the number. Yeah. And also, even that day we were there, it wasn't like the tech from Kaiser there working on equipment.
I think so.
There was
Yeah.
multiple guys from equipment companies there working on things or installing things, which is just
Like multiple. They were everywhere.
yeah. And these aren't his employees. These were people from the company just coming in to work on equipment. It was
Right.
not something you ever see.
No, quite the crazy setup though. I mean, you have to watch that gym tour.
And I remember there was
It's a
even, he was talking
spectacle.
to the guys. just remembering this now. These techs are in there working on stuff, and Gunnar has his trainers there, and he made some comment to him like, just tell him whatever the machine needs, just buy it. We'll get it taken care of.
Yeah.
They're not skimping on anything. They just want it, and they want it to work the way they want it to, and just get it figured out, and we'll get the bill taken care of.
Yes. So at the beginning of that video, I said, what's the gym name? What's the gym called? Because I don't know if I did even know at that point in time. And he said, it's Common Ground because, we think the gym is the one piece of common ground where it doesn't matter where you come from or whatever. Like we all share this in common. And this was very much the gym Equalizer thing that I had been thinking of. And we've talked about this on the podcast before. And like, this isn't a new idea that nobody's ever thought of before, but it really highlighted to me the other day in the gym because I actually had a conversation with these people that I was at the gym with sort of about it because I'm like, I thought about it because I never think about this when I'm at the gym, but I just that day it hit me and we were kind of laughing about it. But in the gym, there was 4 of us in Massenomics gym in Western Northeast South Dakota, which you'd normally consider not that diverse of a location. Like
It just is the truth.
Right.
It's just not that diverse.
like if you've been here, most of the people here are white. And
Yeah,
that's
I mean,
just
we're also
like-
talking about South Dakota in general.
Right.
It's
Right. But in the gym, we actually do have a very diverse gym member population. At least it's more diverse than the general population, I feel like, is our gym membership. But it was myself, a Native American guy in his 50s, a woman in her 20s, and an African American guy in his 20s. And I just thought it was
are we writing
we
a
have
joke here?
those 4 will walk into the bar. The 5th person ducks.
Right.
And I was talking with one of the guys. I'm like, oh, it's kind of crazy. Like everyone always gets along with everyone here. Like it doesn't matter. The exception to the rule is like you're a shitty gym member. That's really
But
rare
that's
in
because
our
you're just a
gym.
shitty gym member,
Right. And I do think it's the Equalizer. So like I was talking about it in terms of kind of like race, but the thing that comes up more often is even age, where I'm like, oh yeah, it doesn't actually matter if you come in here and you're 21 or if you're 53. Nobody really cares.
Well, and a lot
And
of
it
people
doesn't
don't pay
even-
attention
like-
to it either.
Well, and like in other parts of society, that's like this difference maker.
Well, unless
that
it was a
you're like-
job, you're not gonna if you're 20, you're not
Right.
hanging out with people in their 50s typically. It's
Not really like because there's like this built-in difference here, or like this class system or whatever it is. And at the gym, at least the kind of gyms we go to and the stuff we do in gyms, nobody cares about that stuff. It all comes down to like what's going on in the gym. Like
Yeah.
if the 22-year-old is a very experienced lifter for their age and very knowledgeable and knows what they're doing, and someone else that's very successful man in his mid 40s comes into the gym, they still kind of like gonna defer to the person that has the expertise,
the subject matter expert here. Yeah.
right.
Well, and that is the thing. And I think Gunnar said this too. You know, he said it's common ground, and he goes, we don't talk religion. We don't talk politics. I think he said like socioeconomic status, like that. And that is the whole thing of when you're in there, like at the end of the day, you know, the guy that can bench 315, you know, yeah, I don't care if you make $1 million a year. If you're benching 135, it kind of like, you don't really have that leverage in that position that you haven't put in the work and the experience to be stronger, you know, and not that you have to bench 3 plates or deadlift 5 plates or whatever, but you can tell when someone has actually genuinely put the work in. And if you spent time in the gym, you know, we all know people's strength is relative and all that, but you can tell when someone's put the time in to actually get better at this and they take it seriously.
Right.
And that at the end of the day is like what you respect, you know?
Yeah, it does. Like that is what you respect in the gym.
Mm-hmm.
And I talked about, you know, race, age. The other thing, and you mentioned it, it's career also doesn't really, I mean, we have people that are engineers, you know, food service employees, police officers,
College students, bartenders,
students, high school students, bartenders, lawyers, like bankers, everything across.
And this is just in a small South Dakota community, you know, it's
people that work for a sanitation department and like literally you name it, and just could be literally anything. And none of that matters. And when I say it's like, oh, none of that really matters for the most part, I'm saying it doesn't matter at all. And
well, and that's the other thing
relevant.
That's the other joke about the gym though, is depending, like there's a good chance some of those guys could lift at the same time and still have no clue what the other guy's career is. You know, like they've actually, and that's, you know, that extends to all
that's
gyms.
The way that's what's awesome about it though.
Right. It's the joke of like, oh yeah, we've been lifting together for like a year or two and I don't know anything about the guy besides what we do here, you know?
Yes.
And we both have the time of our lives.
Yes. That's the sweet part about it. And like, you could, I guess that another thing is politics. You could maybe like make assumptions about what some people are into, but for the 100% part in our gym too, nobody talks about that. Mm-hmm. Like that is not, it would really suck if people did. So God. Thankfully they don't. Like there is a sign from supporting member Chris Hale sign painter, and it says in our gym above the door, it says no politics, no religion, no drama. Mm-hmm. I think is what the sign says. And that actually was what sparked that conversation, because the other guy was like, I really like that sign. And then I'm like, I was thinking, I'm like, yeah, isn't it sweet? Everyone here, like, it just depends on if you're a good gym member. Mm-hmm. And beyond that, nothing else actually matters.
Yeah, it's the truth. And that's
if everything operated that way.
Oh my God.
Realistically, it can't, I suppose, in some regards. But like, if it operated more like that, even just a little more that way.
I think what helps it though is it's such an obvious. I mean, pecking order isn't the right word, but it's such an obvious display of like money can't ruin it in the way that a lot of things like, okay, right. Let's say you want to get into the hobby of cars or motorcycles. Stronger. You can just buy your way to the top and be like, look at me.
Right.
I got this.
I've got the coolest one here.
Well, where you could have been like into cars your whole life and you know everything about them, but you don't make, you know, hundreds of thousands of dollars a year. So buying a crazy expensive sports car, like isn't something you're going to do. But like money can just like ruin that hobby. I shouldn't say ruin it, but it can just change that hobby so fast. And like that's with a lot of collecting hobbies is, you got the money and all of a sudden you're the look at me guy. But that's not what actually going to the gym is about. It's not the money part. The money actually has nothing to do with it. It's just such an obvious display of who put in the work actually.
Right. And I always say like, I keep relating it to, in my mind, like the easy thing is like being stronger. Like, you know, who's stronger. Stronger isn't really the only thing. Like part of it is like technical prowess.
Right.
You know, part of it might be your physique.
It's putting in the work. Like
whatever it is. Yeah.
Yeah. Because you can tell, I mean, part of it goes into diet. Like how well do you take care of yourself? Part of it goes into, you know, how long have you been doing this? You know, if you're in your 50s and you're still going at this, like that's just a sign of like people get that. Like the respect is there when they can see that, you know, you've been grinding for a long time at this.
I do think that's a good point, though. You can't buy
your way to it. The other thing too,
into it.
the other thing too that I think makes lifting different than a lot of hobbies, because you could say, well, there's a lot of hobbies, sports that you can't buy your way into.
Right.
And I agree, but a lot of hobbies are so technique based that once you have a certain base level of technique, you'll always be competent. You'll always be pretty good.
Right.
Even, I mean, you could take like Tanner, you played basketball.
Right.
I never really played basketball. You could take forever off, and you and me could both say, no, we're starting basketball tomorrow. Like, you're just going to be
level of
better than me for
technique.
Yeah, you'll probably be better than me forever because you just have a baseline level of technique. Where with lifting weights, if you took like basketball, when you started playing again a few years ago, you hadn't played in like 10 years, right? Or more.
Right.
Like, if you hadn't touched weights in 10 years or more, you would be.
You wouldn't. I mean, you have no base.
Yeah, it's not knocking the rust off. You're actually starting at zero.
Right.
Where the gym is the same thing of, like, if you actually do take your time off, you can't just say, well, I got really good technique, I'll pick it up in a hurry. No, like, and some guys do have a decent level of base strength built into their, are lucky with that. But for the most part, if you did nothing for 10 years, you're going to come to the gym starting at zero. And so, like, there is that level of respect too, of you can just tell when guys and gals have stuck with it over the years.
Yeah. So I do think it is the ultimate equalizer, though.
I agree,
it is
man.
like the ultimate equalizer.
Dude, that was part of why. That was right before I started my home gym. Not the first gym I went to when I came to town, because that one had a lot of like kids, and then just like, or I'd go at lunch and there'd be just a lot of people just doing cardio on their lunch break. But the other gym I went to that was a little closer to my house, I mean, I could go and it was the wildest group of people in there, from
like the array of
15 to 65. There might be 5 different languages being spoken at any given point. I mean, fitness goals and strength were all over the board. Like, it was just crazy to watch, like, what was taking place. And everyone was cool. Everyone was nice and good. Like, no one was annoying. People were doing things that I wouldn't personally do, but that was part of the fun of going in. Like, man, what are we gonna see today? Like, what's gonna happen now?
Yeah. So this topic was in there for a while, and then when Gunnar said the common ground, I remember he said that, but I kind of had forgotten about it. And when he said that again, I'm like, yes, exactly what I was thinking about the other day too. It really is the common ground.
Yeah, I agree. And you can't make excuses for it. It's just you either can do it or you can't. Like, that's. Or you can be the guy that used to bench 405 in high school, but
right. And the only exceptions to the rule are, like, if you're just like shitty, like if you're just like a dick and shitty to other people, like, people aren't going to like you at the gym, but that's just anything too. Like, if you're just relatively nice, nothing else really makes a difference as far as that goes.
Mm-hmm.
If only everything was like that.
Oh man. Make life a whole lot easier. Actually, it's funny. That topic actually ties directly into something that I have listed here, and that item is hair. And this past weekend, my boy needed a haircut. Typically, my wife handles that. She takes him to wherever he gets. I haven't been in a haircut place, believe it or not, for many, many years. Many years since I've stepped foot in a place that offers haircut services.
We thought you just went to the place where they shear
wool. Yeah, that's where I go. I don't go to a haircut place. I go to the wool place.
Annually take a little wool off.
So we go at Sport Clips. I've never been to a Sport Clips before. I'm kind of like, hey, it's been a long time. I want to see how this whole system works. I'm curious. how does this work? And the way Sport Clips goes is you book your time. And, they tell you, like, yep, you're it's very sport themed. Like, you're on the bench, you're up in 30 minutes or whatever.
Sure.
And so you're getting updates on what's going on. And okay, the app or whatever the hell it is tells her, all right, our turn is in 5 minutes. We better go, because we were just eating basically across the street. So we go over there, we get in, we sit down, and yep, they were busy. So it still said, yep, you're up in 5 minutes. And so you just sit and watch. You're on the bench, while they got TVs everywhere, and we're sitting watching, and eventually it's his turn, and go back to the haircut, and the lady's asking, okay, what do we need to do here? And they're going through it, and I'm just watching, because I have not actually watched a haircut take place in forever. And while I'm sitting there, there's guys filtering in and out all the time. There's a lot of men in here.
People have just been filtering in and out.
Just like that. A lot of guys getting their haircut, showing up, and an older gentleman, I would guess in his probably mid 60s, comes in and she goes, all right, you're whatever your name is, you're up. And he comes over. Oh, been waiting an hour and a half. And if you know anything about sport clips, is the first thing it tells you is how long you have to wait. So if you're waiting an hour and a half, that's your problem because it told you how long to wait. And she goes,
like he was complaining to the person working there.
Yeah. Oh, I've been waiting an hour and a half. Yeah. But he wasn't like in a confrontational way. It's like that was his conversation starter is how long he's been waiting. And I thought, oh, he's just giving her shit at first. I thought, he'll move on from this in a hurry. And she goes, oh, goodness, I'm sorry. Yeah, it's been pretty busy today. And she's being a champ about it.
Yeah.
And then he wants to talk a little bit more about how long he's been waiting. I'm like, okay, dude. Okay, whatever. Anyways, so she's like, so what else are you doing today besides waiting too long for a haircut? I'm like, oh, she's doing great here. Like, she's being funny. He goes, nothing. She goes, nothing. Nah, I'm retired. I don't do anything.
Well, what's the problem for waiting for your haircut then?
So that was my exact thought. Like, oh man, this guy actually has nothing going on and nothing to do. And so, okay, whatever, man. So I'm just laughing at that, and I'm standing there just now very interested in what direction this conversation is going to go.
Yeah.
And I can't remember how it started. She's asked him about something else, and he goes, no, man, my apartment where I live, the lady above me, I had to just chew her out the other day. She's being so loud. So now he's complaining about where he lives.
Yeah.
And then
seems to be a theme here.
Oh, he's just going on and on about it, about his whatever, however annoying this lady is. And then while she's cutting his hair, he goes, oh, I didn't want that short. So now he's complaining about the haircut too, which he didn't have that much hair in the first place. And trust me, I'm looking at him like, no, the lady is doing what needed to happen here. And anyways, it was just one negative thing after, like, it did not stop. It was one negative thing after another. Oh, and then, these gas prices, I haven't seen them this bad since COVID. So it's gone up. I filled up yesterday. I'm glad I did. It went up 30 cents overnight, and like everything, it was just one thing. Like, he didn't say one thing that wasn't a complaint the whole time. Yeah. And my wife is there. I didn't say anything to her. I didn't even look at her. I thought she was just paying attention to my boy. Yeah. We get in the car. She's like, my God, did you hear that guy behind us? Okay. I thought that was just me. She goes, that guy was insane. Like, clearly has something mentally wrong with him. The way he can't fixate on anything besides the worst thing. And I told her, I said, I could not imagine leaving my house with that attitude. Yeah, even if I was pissed off about something, I could not imagine bringing that attitude and just rubbing that in everyone's face all day long as I go, and to go to a business and have that. And the girl was a champ. Like, she was being so positive the whole way about it. But that was just, I forget that there's people that are like that in the world, that are just the Debbie Downers about everything, and they got to bring that black cloud over everyone that they see. It's crazy.
It's the classic at work when in the break room the lady says, and someone goes, well, at least tomorrow's Friday. And she goes, yeah, just one day closer to Monday. And it's like, holy cow, that's your philosophy, that you're not even you're not actually excited about
end anything. It now.
Yeah.
God.
Like, just one day closer to Monday. Mm-hmm. I'm like, you don't even like the weekend? Like,
even the weekend. So okay, man. Whatever. But I didn't really have much of a point to that story other than I'm not even much of an attitude. Be positive guy. Like, I'm not even that, but
just don't be terrible.
Just don't be that bad. Don't be that guy.
Yeah, that's good. I got a sack segment over here.
Love me a good sack.
Actually, we got some beverages. I don't have those, but you got those too.
I got it. Yeah, I got a sack segment as well.
Yeah, so we got similar sacks, I think.
Twin sacks.
What you got in yours?
Well, let's see. There's a lot of stuff.
I've got this koozie in mine. Pride of the American Side at SS Edmund Fitzgerald.
Oh, you want to see my koozie?
Yeah. Is yours made of wool?
We are holding our own.
Nice.
Pretty cool, isn't it?
Yeah. So this is from Big Steven, right? In Mass.
Yeah.
Big Steven out of Mass.
Got the 803 Barbell Club, the Crew England sticker. Is this the official? Have they agreed? Is this all Crew England? Oh, no. Well, Crew England, was this for a meetup or is this the official Crew England sticker? Like,
I think it's now their Crew England sticker, possibly.
Yeah, it's pretty sweet. I like the regional stickers.
Yeah,
regional crew stickers.
The regional crew stickers.
The contingency stickers.
Yeah. And I got one other thing that you probably don't have in yours.
Oh.
It's going to go with my collection over behind me. You can see in my
What could it be?
My house of cards back here that I've clearly talked about before in the past, but I've got a new item here.
Dang.
This will go nicely with my Minnesota
Wow.
MSS NMX plate. We now have the Massachusetts MSS NMX plate.
What?
They don't require a front plate in all states. So,
God.
but they give them too. So
All these freedom-loving states that don't require front plates.
yes,
We're freed from the
like
chains
when
of government over there.
like when we used to be a proper country. So this is the Massachusetts, the Spirit of America MSS NMX actual plate.
That's really
state,
cool.
state, and which the Minnesota one is the actual Minnesota plate.
Mm-hmm.
Still deciding where exactly to display these. Obviously, the gym is a choice. I might even just put these like in my house somewhere, because
they are really cool.
because they're cool. So that makes another state of having the actual MSS NMX, and he has this on his vehicle, of course. But this is pretty sweet.
Damn, yeah, that's hooking it up right there.
Yeah, that's cool. So only like 47 to go.
You're so close, so close. Gonna be a little
I have the
trickier
South
on all those
Dakota one.
states that require 2 plates.
Yes. Well, I think Minnesota does, but then he got new ones or something like that. So then he got, I don't know. I don't remember the story on the Minnesota ones. But very cool. Thank you, Big Steven. We got to hang out with you at the Arnold as well. So I think maybe you had mentioned that we might have something coming. That was worth it. That was a pretty sweet sack. And then he sent some IPAs, right? Have you had any of the IPAs?
No, not yet, but mouth is watering just looking at
Some
them.
IPA pounders.
Mm-hmm.
I had a sports segment, not as much on the books, but I did have a sports thing here.
Yeah.
Very quick. You know what I really like for all sports now? And this just makes it so I just probably never will watch an actual complete professional sports game again, is that every sport, and maybe we talked about this recently, but they have like their 15 to 20 minute recap of any game, and the NFL does this, the NBA does this, and then they're on YouTube.
Oh,
And
they
it's
are?
just like, yeah, it's just all the action from the game.
Mhm.
Like any NBA game is usually about 15 minutes. NFL, I think they usually do it at about 15 or 20 minutes also. And you essentially see the entire game.
Everything that happens. Yeah.
Everything of any meaning that happens. Like what you don't see is all the crap
Mhm.
that you don't care about.
Commercials,
So, like,
timeouts.
Because I'm kind of keeping up with the Timberwolves right now, and they play a few games a week, and I'll in bed before I can watch like the 15. And even if it's even not interesting, or like I can skim ahead, and sometimes I might watch the whole thing in like 5 minutes. And you basically know the entire game in 10 minutes of time.
Yeah, that's okay. So I for a while this season did the same thing with the Vikings. Is I would just wait, just have it, record the game, and I would just have it get an hour and a half or more into the game, and then just, all right, we're going first down. Okay, fast forward, second down, fast forward. All right, that whole series we got done in 30 seconds, and I would just and then you fast forward through the commercials, and there, I'm directing the speed.
Right.
So if something's interesting, I can. I do want to see the replay of the 5 angles on this,
Right.
and I could do it, but you realize, man, there's not that much that actually happens during a football game once you start fast forwarding through stuff. And F1 also does this after the F1 race. It's called the race in 30, where they just do 30 minutes of a full recap of the race. They're just pulling out kind of the highlights.
Right.
And it is efficient. I will give you that. The one thing it ruins is that suspense building of, oh, what could happen? Because it's just boom, boom. Like you don't even have time to be like wondering what's going to happen because the answer is just right in front of you. So it does ruin that part of it. But if you do just need to kind of keep up on what's going on, it is an easy way to do that for sure.
Well, and I'm never going to watch the NBA game,
right. And yeah, if it comes down to that, this or nothing, like it is a way to actually be involved.
Right. and it's so much faster. And I'm not sitting around looking at stuff on the internet. So I'm rarely is it ever spoiled. I'm actually also, I can watch it a day later and I'm still like, I'm like, well, who's going to win? You know, like what, like, oh, they're up, they're, you know, I don't really miss out on any of that either.
Yeah. Yeah.
I just would not want to watch a full game.
The problem, commercials are just so bad right now, though. Commercials
Yeah.
are terrible. There's so many commercials and everything. It's nonstop. And then, I mean, it just ruins it. It really does ruin the whole experience, how many commercials there are. It drags it out so much.
Really makes you think we used to be a proper country.
Yeah, when we had commercials for cigarettes and beer, and then we got right back to the game.
I'm not sure what it is, but I can't remember. Occasionally I'll put something on for my kids, and then when they're, maybe it's just regular TV or whatever, and then there's commercials. Every time there's almost this discussion about what this even is. Like, we're in the middle of watching our show, and now there's a break from that to watch something that's not our show. Why is that? Like, they don't even know what commercials are.
Oh, well,
because there's not commercials on Netflix. There's not commercials on.
Yeah. Are you saying like on
they
YouTube?
don't watch television?
Yeah, but are you saying like on YouTube when it puts in the weird kind of ad things that are sort of
more
shows
like if I just put on TV, like conventional television, like occasionally.
Oh, you're just saying the concept of an ad is just popping in and like you're getting hit with.
Yeah, and they don't know what that is.
Right. Oh,
like they don't actually know what a commercial is.
Oh, okay. My kids have totally adjusted the fact of if it's something that they don't want to watch, the commercial the second something they don't like is on, it's commercial time. Like their brain has accepted that fact that unless this is the thing I picked, it's commercial on TV. Like that's how they think of it.
So what I've taught them, if it's toys, it's fun. If it's not, so like now it's like not toys, you know, because at least if it's a commercial about, because like what I said, I'm like, well, sometimes it's about toys, and then you kind of like it because that's my memory of commercials.
Oh yeah.
It's like, well, sometimes it's about toys, and you're like, okay, I want that.
Yep.
Or,
you get a lot of that at Christmas time. I want that.
Yeah.
No, you don't want that. It's just a toy. It's just shiny in your face.
Yeah. So sports, short 15-minute sports.
Oh, and
maybe there should be a Massenomics podcast version of that where you just get the 15 minutes of actual entertainment.
The quick recap without all the ads in it. It is also March Madness, Tanner. Are you aware of that?
This is absolute madness. I like to call it win or go home.
Mm-hmm.
Something I made up.
I've heard that before. It's, it's a pretty big Massenomics bracket party out there. I'd be curious to see how that shakes out.
Yeah, the winner of that does get a Hall of Fame check mark, so there's a lot on the line in that competition.
More valuable than money right there.
Yeah. Who do you think's going to win? Take it all.
Watch like 3 college games the whole year. And when I say watch 3,
I know nothing about it.
Saw like 3/4 of college basketball. So I did see UNC lost tonight. And who else lost? Wisconsin was like a 5 seed and lost to... I'd never heard of it before.
No, the team that they lost to, I think this was the game, the guy that made the game winner, it was the first 2-pointer he had made all season.
No, really?
And he was like, and he had made like 73s.
Really?
It was the first,
so he just doesn't even take twos. He's now 1 for 5 on the season in 2-point attempts and was like 60 of 140 on 3-point attempts. Wow.
And
he's a shooter then, so it's
right.
Oh,
but like to just never take a 2-point shot.
That's kind of wild. That could be a thing. UNC had the biggest comeback loss ever in the first round tonight.
Okay.
I think they were up by like 16 at one point and they ended up losing in overtime.
I think in State B's, the 8 seed upset the number 1
they
seed
did.
today.
I saw that as well.
In South Dakota basketball state,
get some very specific basketball talk here. Strap in, everyone. This is going to get interesting.
I like to forget that there's thousands of people listening to this from all over the world.
Okay, so let me tell you, there's a thing called State B's. It's the smallest division in South Dakota high school basketball.
In South Dakota high school basketball.
The smallest division. It's played every year. The boys tournament is played in Aberdeen, South Dakota. And the people show up for it. That part's not a joke. The people do show up for it.
Yeah, it's the biggest attended of all the classes. It is people talk about that tournament, not the other ones, for whatever reasons it's led to that. I don't know why, but it's also like Aberdeen will not give it up too. Like everyone else wants.
I'm
this to
surprised
rotate.
how they let them have that, because that's always kind of a point.
Everyone
of contention.
wants it.
I know,
like,
but with all the state stuff though, most of it cycles around.
There's something weird about State B boys basketball that Aberdeen has
because
gotten
the A's and Double A, they bounce between Rapid City and Sioux Falls.
I think the girls all rotate all over the place too.
Yep, they do. And even, football's different. But like wrestling bounces around, and I mean, pretty much every other state event for the most part moves around.
Right. But not State B boys basketball in South Dakota. Western Northeast South Dakota has the absolute stranglehold on it. They have the arena, which is part of the,
but there's also big arenas. I mean, the fact that they could do basketball in Sioux Falls and Rapid City and Brookings has an arena, like there's USD, there's no shortage of arenas. So I don't, they have some backdoor deal worked out there.
It's damn getting money involved. That's what it is. Okay. Oh, okay. We'll do this since we did the Oscars. I had this one on tap for a while ago. Has he seen it? And this time I solicited the help of ChatGPT because this is a particularly hard year. And I said, give me the movies that are most likely for someone in their 30s or 40s to have seen from this year, like a man in their 30s and 40s. What I would say about this year, there was like 4 or 5 really home run movies. We always do 7 on this. For the last 2, I was like, these are hard. So there's going to be, I actually tried to, when we get to the last ones, I tried to I changed the rules of the game a bit that we'll get to because it got so hard at the end of it, actually.
Now I'm really curious what year we're talking here. That's what
well, that's part of it. It's 1985.
Ugh, and 80s. I'm just terrible.
But the first 5, it's really the last 2 that I was like,
yeah, you're giving me a lot of credit right off the bat here, though.
Movies.
You're giving me a lot of credit already.
So do you have a prediction on 1985?
2.
Okay. I bet you've seen 2. I mean, I bet you've seen at least 2.
Well, there's the one year I saw 0, so.
That's true. I can picture you've seen
87.
4 of these even. So
we'll find out soon enough here.
Okay. All right. From 1985, has Tommy seen it? Back to the Future. That was the number 1 on every list I could find. Everyone was like, Back to the Future would be the one.
I actually have seen Back to the Future. Yes, I have seen Back to the Future.
Have you seen 2 and 3?
Is 2 the one with the Wild West or whatever?
That's 3.
That's 3. What one's 2?
Yeah. 2, he goes to the future.
Oh, he has the flying skateboard and all that stuff.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, correct. There's like their idea of technology in the future was like fax machines that did weird things.
And he has the Nikes that became really valuable.
Yeah.
That's
2.
I have seen 2 for sure. 3, I've probably seen. I know I've seen parts of 3. I've probably seen all of 3, but both of those I've seen them like once. Like each one one time probably. I have seen the first one a few times, but it has been a while. Stained since I've actually seen the first one. But yes, I have seen the first one.
Great movie, Back to the Future. Good trilogy, right up there with Lord of the Rings. So we're already at 1 for 1. Hot start. 1985, has he seen it? The Breakfast Club.
Actually, I have seen The Breakfast Club too. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, have seen that one. Also been a while, but I have seen it. Yeah. Kind of the quintessential 80s, what do you call that? Angsty teenage movie, sort of.
Your ass is mine. What's the principal's name?
I can't remember his name. I mean, I can picture the guy and everything.
Yeah. He's like, you want another one? That's another one. He's giving him out like 10 detentions. Also, some of the high school kids in there look like they're like 26.
Yes,
Emilio
they look
Estevez
so old.
is one of them in there, actually in there too. Emilio. All right, number 3. Has he seen it? 1985. Rocky 4.
No,
Do you know which one Rocky 4 is?
Well, just because of the gunner thing, I had to look it up Rocky
Oh.
4 is where he fights Ivan Drago, right?
Right.
Yeah, I haven't seen it. Actually, this will maybe hurt some people. I've never seen any Rocky movies ever in my life.
Oh yeah, that's gonna hurt some people.
I've seen one of my college roommates was obsessed with Rocky, so it would be on quite a bit, and I'd see parts of it all the time. But I never sat down and started and finished a Rocky movie once in my entire life. And
I like Rocky 4.
yeah, I actually do want to watch them. I should, and I know they're they kind of set the genre for that whole thing. But no, I gotta watch them.
So you're 2 for 3, still pretty good. All right, another big one. We still have a big one here. This is a big one. Number 4, has he seen it? Rambo: First Blood Part 2.
I don't think I've seen Part 2.
I have not actually seen this.
Even
movie
Part
either.
1, I'm a little questionable on if I've actually seen the whole thing or not. I guess I'm just not a Sylvester Stallone guy.
And my comment on that is like, really, Rocky and Rambo
in the same year.
came out in the same year.
Wow. He really had it going on in the 80s.
Yeah. Sly was really on the move, wasn't he? He was making moves.
God. And also to have Part 4 of one movie and Part 2 of another movie come out.
Yeah. Classic, great name, First Blood Part 2.
Keep him guessing.
Yeah. So you're 2 for 2.
No, 2 for 4.
So you've seen 2 for 4. So are you saying you've seen no Rocky movies and no Rambo movies?
I've seen no Rocky movies. I don't think I've seen the first Rambo. I know I've seen parts of it. I don't think I've actually watched all of Rambo though.
Let us know in the comments, what are you most mad about? Tommy hasn't seen Rambo or Tommy hasn't seen Rocky?
That's actually that's a good one. What level is more offensive there?
Okay, number 5. This one I wasn't sure about. This one I was still like, okay, this one's got a chance. After this, they get a little sketchy though. Number 5, has he seen it? The Goonies.
I have seen The Goonies.
Okay.
That one I have probably not seen since I was about 8.
Yeah.
So I don't remember much of it. But that was what was cool though. I went out to Portland last Labor Day, and we went over to Cannon Beach, which is where like the Goonies ends when they have their little ship.
That's right. Yeah.
So that was cool to see that part of it. But yeah, I have seen the Goonies. It's also been a very long time.
So 3 for 5. Okay. So number 6, you get 2 choices. If you've seen either of these 2 comedy movies, we're counting it.
Multiple choice. Okay.
Yeah. So you get a multiple choice on this one. Comedy genre from 1985, both also again starring the same actor. Have you
Sylvester
seen?
Stallone?
It's not Sylvester
Oh
Stallone.
man,
this
he didn't
time.
have 4 movies come out in the same year.
Starring Chevy Chase. Have you seen either National Lampoon's European Vacation or Fletch?
I have not seen European Vacation. I don't even know if I knew that was one.
Yeah, that's the one where they're like going around a roundabout. I don't know if you've ever seen that. And he's like, "Oh, see, kids, it's Big Ben." And then they like they keep going around multiple times in the roundabout, and he like can't get out of it. That's probably the scene that's I think of the most about that
one's
movie.
Not really ringing a bell to me at all. No, I feel like no one brings that one up.
It was the follow up to Vacation, where they go to Wally World.
Oh, really? Okay.
It was the second one in the series after that, I think.
Wow. Yeah, I've not seen European Vacation. What was the other movie you said?
Fletch. That's also Chevy Chase.
Yeah. I feel
I have not seen that.
Fletch.
I'm familiar with it a little bit, but I've not ever seen it.
No, I'm looking here. No, I have not seen it.
Okay.
No, I can tell you for a fact I have not seen this one. So that's
All right.
a double no.
Well, okay. So
You said you haven't seen Fletch?
I have not seen Fletch. I've seen National Lampoon's European Vacation, but no to Fletch. But I think it's kind of like people talk about it. I've just never seen it.
Yeah.
You get 3 choices on your for the last one.
Really hedging my
You get-
bets here.
And since you're a bit of an Oscars guy, this does include Best Picture of the Year.
Okay.
Also one of the other nominees, and then just a wild card because it was a movie that I had heard of from 1985.
All right,
So-
bring it on. Yeah.
So
We're just throwing it all out
2
there.
critically acclaimed, and then just the one other 1985 movie that I have at least heard of. So I was like, okay, there's a chance.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's get it.
So Best Picture in 1985, Out of Africa. Never
Really?
heard of it before.
Yeah.
That's your first option. Your second option is The Color Purple.
Okay.
Not completely sure what that is. And then the third option is Weird Science.
Okay. Was Weird Science a TV show though, too, or was it a movie?
Could have been. The movie is when they like create this woman through computer AI. Well, it's actually maybe it's kind of relevant now.
Okay.
It's AI related.
Yeah. So I have actually not seen any of these. Weird Science. Okay. I actually do remember this. I don't know if it used to be on like Comedy Central back in the day.
I think so. Yes. Yes. I think that's right.
And maybe that's why I was
Something
thinking
like
it was a TV show, because I do remember seeing it on TV,
Yes.
but I've never actually really seen it. You know, I just know, there was the thing with the two guys and like the babe, like this whole thing. But I can't say I've actually seen it. And then Out of Africa. No, I put this in here. I've never even Robert Redford, Meryl Streep. Never heard of them. No, just kidding. I heard of them, but no, I do not know what that movie is. And then isn't The Color Purple? Isn't that like
that sounds familiar to me, but I don't know what it is for sure.
Isn't it kind of like a? What do we got here? Steven Spielberg. African American woman living in the South who survives abuse and bigotry. I mean, I feel like it's one of those kind of critically acclaimed movies that people talk about, but never seen it.
So you did do 3 for 7.
Wow.
Not bad.
Beat my
considering that
expectations
lineup.
of 2.
Yeah. See? Things are looking up on Has He Seen It?
80s movies, man. I am not with I'm not really apparently with any movies, but 80s movies especially, I'm pretty terrible.
Well, and this is also just getting old enough that it's not, I mean, I guess the first ones are very, I was just surprised that you didn't have to go very far down the list. And I'm like, I haven't even heard of very many of these movies. Like I've maybe heard of 10 movies from 1985. And like we were talking about 2003 recently. I mean, this is also in large part because of the age that we are.
Right. Yeah. But
in 2003, I'm like, there's like 20 movies that I think are all blockbusters.
It felt like
know,
like huge movies. I'm like, okay, what are some of the big movies of 1985 here that you missed? The original Mad Max it has on here.
Yeah, I saw that, and I'm like, I don't know. I don't know anyone that's seen that hardly before.
I've never seen the original Mad Max. The newer one is one of my all-time favorite movies. It's the most insane thing ever. They have Pee-wee's Big Adventure. Seen that? That movie's pretty good.
I guess that one didn't pop up on my top movies of.
Let's get into the basement.
I liked Pee-wee's Big Adventure.
Oh, I thought it was hilarious.
Is that with the bicycle?
Yes. I'd love to see how that holds up. But I remember
it scared me when he was like in with that trucker lady.
Oh yeah. Oh, I forgot about that.
I think they do the crazy animation thing where like her eyeballs pop out of her sockets. Almost.
There's something that goes on there because I do remember that being creepy too.
And I like was afraid of. I was like, this movie scares me.
Yeah, what else do we got here? We got Friday the 13th, Part 5. Clue, the movie Clue. Boy, I don't know, man. I'm not seeing a whole lot that's really sticking out to me from 85. Teen Wolf.
Oh, Teen Wolf? Or wait, Teen Wolf?
Is that?
That's also with Marty McFly.
Yeah, I was gonna say the guy.
So was there like 3 movie stars in 1985?
It was a very very small industry at the time.
I didn't know. I missed Teen Wolf. I would have put Teen Wolf on the list. Actually.
I haven't seen it.
Okay, Teen Wolf is good. No, it's not good. But like I've seen Teen Wolf at least.
Oh, pump the brakes there.
Yeah.
Ferris Bueller. Oh, wait. This says 85.
Can't
86.
be Ferris. I would have because is Ferris Bueller the guy from Ferris Bueller's Day Off? Was he also in Weird Science though? Then too was that the
is that the same guy?
Mixing things around.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's too hard. I don't think it's the same guy.
Okay.
No. I don't think so.
The same era.
It's from roughly the same year, but yeah, that's it.
Why can't I think of the star of Back to the Future, or the guy he has like Parkinson's or what?
Michael J. Fox,
Yeah, Michael J. Fox.
right?
Yes.
Don't ask me actors' names. Ryan always gets mad at me because I'm so bad at remembering actors' names.
I'm not much better. Okay. Does that kind of bring us to a closing point on episode 520 here?
Not just a closing point, maybe a closing time.
Oh, semisonic. Do you have an ad? One more ad for us to read? Did you do Juggernaut AI?
Do I? This episode is also brought to you by The Strength Co.
Okay.
Strength Co. They make good old stuff in America. What type of stuff, you ask? We're talking plates, Olympic iron plates, Olympic bumper plates. We're talking barbells, lifting equipment like straps, collars, horse stall, rubber mats, all the essentials you need to get your gym up and running. But if you can only pick one, say, oh, they have so many great products, but please just pick one. Give me one. I'm going to recommend their Olympic iron plates. They're smooth yet easy to grip. They're black. They're E-coated. They got a classic design. They're made to last a lifetime and look great in your gym. And look great in your gym, they do, man. I was just at Massenomics gym last night, and they got a lot of Strength Co plates in there, and they look really good. If you want to get a pair for yourself, head on over to thestrength.co. Hook yourself up with some 45s. Just throw a few 45s into your gym, and you'll know what it's all about. Before you know it, you'll have a whole set, and you can thank us, and you can thank the Strength Co later once you get those going. So thank you, Strength Co. Strength.co.
Make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. We just had Gunnar Peterson's gym tour. We've got another gym tour coming out. It'll be one from our Detroit/Ohio trip. I think that'll probably come out next week. Check out whatever's left on our website for sale after this last drop. Not a lot, but there's still some things out there. You can get yourself a Drink Spotter, Drink Spotter Lite, Drink Spotter XL, that sort of thing. There's some tees out there if you're in the market for a t-shirt, and several flags. We're pretty well stocked up on all of our gym flags right now. Also, go to gymradar.com. If you're a home gym owner, any kind of gym owner, please get signed up, add your gym there. You can do it all for free. There is a paid version if you want to become a certified training facility. You can do that also as well. There's a couple extra perks like getting on the map. You can add a few more photos, some things associated with the certified training facility program on Gym Radar. Even if you don't have a home gym, just go to Gym Radar and check out the equipment tab. There's some cool things there. Check out the gyms. We're working on Gym Radar all the time, and we're excited as more people continue to come and check it out. Tommy, where do they find you at?
You can find me at Tomahawk_D.
You can follow me at Tanner_Baird. Just make sure to follow Massenomics at Massenomics.
So yo.